Get ready to test how much you really know with 110 must-answer general knowledge questions. Forget about multiple choice, it's all about what you remember. Ready to prove yourself? Let's begin. Which metal is liquid at room temperature? The correct answer is mercury. Who discovered penicillin? That was Alexander Fleming. What is the capital city of France? The answer is Paris. Which mountain is the highest in Africa? It's Mount Kilimanjaro. Which river carries the largest volume of water to the ocean? Correct, the Amazon River. Who composed Für Elise? That's Ludwig van Beethoven. What is the largest animal alive today? The blue whale. What is the capital of Australia? It's Canberra. What is the currency of the United Kingdom? The pound sterling. Which is the smallest independent country in the world by area? That would be Vatican City. Who is credited with inventing the practical incandescent light bulb? That's Thomas Edison. What is the fastest land animal? Cheetah. What language is primarily spoken in Brazil? Portuguese. What is the chemical formula for water? It's H2O. Which is the largest desert on Earth by area? The Antarctic Desert. What is the lowest possible temperature called? That's absolute zero. Who painted The Starry Night? Vincent van Gogh. What is the capital of Canada? Ottawa. Which organs filter blood and make urine? Those are the kidneys. What is the chemical symbol for sodium? It's Na. Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Amelia Earhart. Which element has atomic number 1? Hydrogen. Which is the largest continent by land area? Asia. What do bees mainly collect to make honey? They collect nectar. In which year did the Titanic sink? It sank in 1912. What is the smallest prime number? That's 2. What is the capital city of Turkey? Ankara. Which instrument measures atmospheric pressure? The barometer. Who wrote Pride and Prejudice? Jane Austen. What device did Galileo and others use to see distant stars and planets? The telescope. Which planet in our solar system has the strongest winds? Neptune. What process do plants use to convert sunlight into food? Photosynthesis. What is the capital of Russia? Moscow. Which fruit has its seeds on the outside? Strawberry. What is the currency of Switzerland? The Swiss franc. How many planets are in the solar system? There are 8. What is the main component of natural gas? Methane. What is the scientific study of rocks called? Geology. Who was the first person to walk on the moon? Neil Armstrong. Which fictional detective lives at 221B Baker Street? Sherlock Holmes. Which ocean borders the U.S. on the west coast? The Pacific Ocean. Which animal is famous for black and white stripes? Zebra. Which metal is refined from bauxite ore? Aluminum. Who wrote the novel 1984? George Orwell. What is the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit? It's 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Which city hosted the 2012 Summer Olympics? London. Which part of the inner ear helps maintain balance? The semicircular canals. Who developed the theory of relativity? Albert Einstein. What is the capital of South Korea? Seoul. What instrument records earthquakes? A seismograph. What is a baby kangaroo called? A joey. Which country is the largest by land area? Russia. What form of carbon is used in pencil lead? Graphite. What is the chemical symbol for potassium? It's K. Which language has the most native speakers? Mandarin Chinese. What is the capital of Argentina? Buenos Aires. Who painted the screen? Edvard Munch. What is the SI unit of force? The Newton. Which dwarf planet orbits within the asteroid belt? Ceres. What is the process called when water vapor turns into liquid? Condensation. Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Sunshine State? Florida. What force keeps objects on Earth's surface? Gravity. Which blood cells carry oxygen around the body? Red blood cells. What is the capital of Nigeria? Abuja. Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird? Harper Lee. What is the chemical symbol for silver? It's Ag. Which sport uses a shuttlecock? Badminton. Which continent has no permanent human population? Antarctica. What common kitchen ingredient is sodium bicarbonate known as? Baking soda. Who composed the opera The Magic Flute? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Which country gave the Statue of Liberty to the United States? France. What is the chemical formula for table sugar, sucrose? It's C2H2O. What is the capital of Kenya? Nairobi. Which cell organelle is known as the powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria. Which tree species includes the tallest living trees on Earth? Coastal redwood. Which stringed instrument usually has 6 strings and frets? Guitar. Which gas is essential for combustion? Oxygen. What is the capital of Saudi Arabia? Riyadh. Which gland controls metabolism and produces thyroid hormones? The thyroid. What is the main ingredient in traditional sushi rice? Rice. Which planet is known as the red planet? Mars. What do you call a word that reads the same forwards and backwards? A palindrome. Who painted Girl with a Pearl Earring? Johannes Vermeer. Which desert animal stores fat, not water, in its hump? Camel. What is the primary language spoken in Argentina? Spanish. What is the unit of electrical resistance? The ohm. Which mountain range separates France and Spain? The Pyrenees. Which planet has the fastest orbit, shortest year in our solar system? Mercury. What is the largest internal organ in the human body? The liver. Which famous scientist discovered the law of gravity after observing a falling apple? Isaac Newton. What is the study of insects called? Entomology. Which famous playwright wrote A Midsummer Night's Dream? William Shakespeare. Which element is used in light bulb filaments historically? Tungsten. What is the capital of Greece? Athens. Which organ stores bile made by the liver? The gallbladder. What is the term for a baby cow? A calf. Which planet is tilted on its side and has unusual seasons? Uranus. What is the main gas in Earth's atmosphere by percentage? Nitrogen. Which area of science studies celestial objects in space? Astronomy. What's the name for a group of wolves? A pack. Which ocean is the deepest? The Pacific Ocean. What is the capital of Poland? Warsaw. Which famous wall surrounds the ancient city of Jerusalem and is important to several religions? The Western Wall, Wailing Wall. What is a female sheep called? An ewe. Which disease did Edward Jenner develop an early vaccine for using cowpox? Smallpox. What is the chemical symbol for iron? It's Fe. Which city is known as the birthplace of democracy in ancient times? City-state, Athens. Which metal is mainly used to make coins and has the chemical symbol Cu? Copper. What is the study of the human mind and behavior called? Psychology. Which device converts chemical energy to electrical energy through a reaction, a common power source? That's a battery. So, how many did you get right? Tell me in the comments. Hit the thumbs up if you guessed most of them, and don't forget to subscribe for more quizzes.